Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the diaries. You know, today is the 30th of December. It's like the year is almost over. And I'm thinking this year, what we should do, all of us should do, is at the stroke of midnight, we shouldn't go out and fire off fireworks or shoot guns in the air, which you shouldn't do anyway. Or go out and bang pots and pans together and scream, Happy New Year! We shouldn't do that. At midnight, we should all get together and flush our toilets. Yep. Goodbye, 2020, you piece of crap, you. And maybe the waters that will refill us will be more apropos for us to have a better life in the future. Or it'll just be a big piece of crap that didn't go all the way down the drain. We'll have to deal with it some more. In any case, the year is just about over, and it can't end too soon for me. Let me tell you something. So, since the year's almost over, are we going to do anything for New Year's? Yeah, I'm going to work. I'm going to work on New Year's, but only till 10:30. And on the evening of New Year's, now, I very rarely celebrate New Year's simply because it just, the new year is going to be there in the morning. I don't need to be there right when it breaks. I mean, it's not like it's a hunk of software gaming that you want immediately. It's just, the end of a piece of crap year and the beginning, hopefully, of one that's not quite so crappy. So I generally don't do much for New Year's. Sometimes I get... hey, why don't you come over and celebrate New Year's with us? Yeah, that's fine. I don't think it's going to happen this year because of the COVID thing, but, it is what it is. The COVID thing is one of the reasons why we need to flush 2020. That's for darn sure. So what's going on in this episode? Since we're not probably going to put anything up here for New Year's. Well, we got to take down the Christmas stuff and get things put away. I have a box. And the box is for all the new Christmas stuff I got. Now, I didn't put up a heck of a lot this year, but quite frankly, I kind of liked it more. Not because there wasn't so much stuff there. I would have liked to have put more out there, but because of the lights that I got, which were really handy. They lasted for, I started putting them up, I think, the second week in December. They lasted for the whole month, and they're all run on AAA batteries. They turn on at the same time. Whatever time you turn them on the first day, the first time, that's the time they're going to come on every day. And then they turn themselves off after about 6 hours. So it was great. It was great. And it's not going to affect my electric bill, which is really great. So I'm going to pack all that stuff into this one box here and put it away. And that will be the end of the Christmas stuff for this year. Christmas this year was not exactly the best either, but it is what it is. So in this episode, we're going to do, I have a couple of ideas. One is, we've got new music with the band. I don't know if I'm going to put any of that on here. Some new stuff to do with getting back to Haunted Mansioning the home, which I had to stop, of course, from the end of November through December. And working on some other projects. And I don't know, there's really no reason to get on the road at the moment. But if something should come up, I suppose we could do that too. Get out of the house and go see something, like outside. We can see the outside. That would be pretty exciting. Because a lot of us have been seeing an awful lot of the inside this year. So some stuff like that. We'll just kind of make it up as we go along. And I hope you like the new intro. New intro, beginning of the year. We had to change the intro, even though we're still at the end of the year. This won't come out till after the beginning of the year, so there you go. There, do now. So, I guess without any further ado, let's get going. You know, one thing I forget to do every time I start one of these is to remind you to subscribe to this channel. It's not going to hurt you. Nobody's going to chase you down trying to figure out why you'd want to watch this crap. But there's a lot of benefits to subscribing to Darkslade Diaries. Like, for instance, okay, maybe there's not a lot of benefits, but there are some things that kind of makes us more fun to deal with. For one is we don't have ads. Well, I don't put in ads. I don't know what YouTube's doing. YouTube has gone ad crazy. My God. You have to watch ads before you can watch an ad. I mean, it's like ads, and they're going to lose a lot of people because, you know, we don't get on YouTube to look at ads. As a matter of fact, whenever I see an ad on YouTube that interrupts something I'm watching, I say, well, there's a product I am never going to buy because it interrupted what I was viewing. So we don't have ads, or I don't put in ads. There's no Patreon page for this channel. There's only 116 subscribers, so I'm not going to put a Patreon page out anyway. But there is for one of our other channels, which is Waiting for Waffles. And if I remember, I'll put a link to the Patreon page for that. But it doesn't cost anything to come here. It just occupies like 30 minutes of your time. And you could be doing so much more good for the world during that 30 minutes instead of watching this tripe. But I would prefer you watch this tripe because it's kind of like one of the things I do. So subscribe to this channel. For crying out loud, please. Subscribe. I would love it if you would subscribe. If you enjoy what you see here, that would be a good reason to subscribe. If you don't enjoy what you see here, then I don't know what the heck you're doing here anyway. So, yeah, subscribe to the channel, if you want to. I would love it if you did. Okay, and now that I have remembered that after I forgot it, you never heard the expression, before I forget? Well, when you say before I forget, it's because you've already forgotten, and you're coming back to it. So it's after I remember. So after I remember, I put this on here, and now we can go on to other things. I got another piece of junk mail today, and it's been a while. You're getting good junk mail. This is not good junk mail. This is another credit card thing, probably. But I want to show this to you because this is innovative, if anything else, or a big mistake. Check out the envelope. All right, let's look at this envelope. What's this all about? This is hanging out over the side. It says unlimited 1.5% cash back. So obviously this is a credit card, right? Now, is it that they just couldn't center this properly, that they put this on the outside because they didn't move this over this way a little bit? Is the whole thing just too close? This is ridiculous. This makes no sense. Now, what I'm thinking is when you put it with the rest of your mail, stack it with your mail, this sticks up higher than the rest of the mail. And so you can find, oh, look at this. Ah, that's clever. I must get this credit card today. No. This is really stupid is what this is. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, it says cashback. It says also pre-qualified. And we know pre-qualification. I'd like to get pre-qualified for something like, get 20 years back in your life. You're pre-qualified to have 20 years put back in your life. That would be a pre-qualification I would check out. Okay. Now there's nothing in here that requires this extra space. It's not even extra space, it's just a tab sticking out. We've made it easy to earn, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's credit card. Pre-approved. How much are they going to give me, I wonder? How much credit? Let's see. Let's see. It's always exciting to see if they've checked my credit rating. Because if they have, then it would be good for like $74. Oh, it doesn't say. Doesn't say. It just says a line of credit. Okay, well I have a lot of lines of credit. I got lines of credit. I got a line goes this way, I got a line go that way. I got plenty of lines of credit. Hopefully in a short period of time, I'm going to pay them off. Now, how can I do that? This kind of strays away from junk mail, so let's put a break right here. Ha-ha! Alright. It's like this. I'm doing an assignment for a company, actually for somebody who I'm working for, which is good to do an assignment for somebody you're working for. And if things go well, or if things go, I guess for them, if things go normal, it's going to be a nice little payday for me. Nice little paydays are things I don't get often, but if I get a nice little payday, those lines of credit I was talking about earlier, they're going to be erased. No line. Well, I'll probably still have the line, but they're going to be paid off. And that would be a wonderful thing, because 2021 is not exactly starting off on the right foot, as we have all been able to tell over the past events. But for me, as an individual, it's, you know, for you as an individual, I'm sure you want this year to go better than last year. Most everybody does. So hopefully this thing, as far as me as an individual, once again I must say that, hopefully this will ease some of the burdens around here, Darkslade Manor, and we'll be able to get back to things that we used to do back when we didn't worry about money so much. Well, we'll see if that happens or not. Okay, that's it. That was junk mail plus other stuff. If you're wondering why I'm dressed up like David Copperfield's fat grandfather, it's because we have a... Oh, there's one of our video shooters just showed up. We have a video shoot today for the band. And this is my wardrobe right here. And this fellow coming in the door right here, that's here. He's one of the other band peoples. And he has his very red pants on at the moment. Thank you, Leota. So that's why the garb at the moment, you see. We're rolling, I assume? Wrong song. Tom Price. Do it again. I had to go to work today and I don't want to go. No. But I guess I'd better. I put the camera where it's fine. I gotta like lean over like a gorilla to be in the middle. Gonna take a jaunt out to I think Home Depot to look for something that I need to work on the new project for the Haunted Mansion part of the home, which is taking over everything. So I guess we'll go do that now. Oh. Here we are. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. In the vehicle of adventure, heading out on an excursion. Not really. Just going over to Home Depot. Let's see. Will they let me out? Will they let me out? Sort of. Rattle and roll, baby. I don't have the sandbag on the legs of this thing, so it's falling over. I don't even know if I have the sandbag in this car anymore. But we do have crickets! You may have noticed, got crickets and frogs again. That's because I have my old MP3 player plugged in. There's music on it. I did not even realize that. Huh. this is what I got. It's for hanging a shelf. A little fancy. Not terribly fancy, but a little fancy. I got 4 of them. So that means I'm either adding 4 new attractions, or I guess objects, or 2 slightly larger objects, or 1 really big one. And I won't tell you what it is. Well, I'll give you a hint. It's not 1 big one. Now remember, you gotta be thinking Haunted Mansion. Crickets are back to remind you. You gotta be thinking Haunted Mansion or something very close to those lines. Okay, so it is, what time is it? 4:30. I go to work at 8, so I still have like 3.5 hours. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to make a quick stop over at Hobby Lobby because I want to see. I can picture something in my head that they might have because they have a lot of weird stuff there, so they might have what I'm thinking of. Somebody may have thought, hey, here's an idea. Why don't we take this and put it on that? And then we'll put them together with a thing and sell it for $39.95. Except it's always 30% off. So we will charge $39.95, but we'll mark it as $59.95. Then everybody will think they're getting a deal. Ha ha! You know, it's one thing I've always wondered about Hobby Lobby. How can they prove to you that you're getting 30% off if nobody else sells the stuff they're selling? I got it. There's 9 words in the song. They should be able to do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I got my mind set on you. Okay. Yeah. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Look behind me and tell me what you notice. You notice that center light back there is burnt out again. These lights last for about 45 minutes. Apparently, you cannot leave them on for too terribly long, or they go splutter. And can't be constantly going out buying new lights for this thing. So I've got to figure out something because they just keep going out, one right after the other, bang, da boom, da boom, da bong, and then they're gone, and I have to go get more. So, yeah, it looks good, does the job, but lights. Okay, so I went grocery shopping and I got lights because I wanted a light snack. Ha! No, I went to Home Depot. And those lights, you know, the ones that keep burning out, the one that's in this bag somewhere, and I can't find it, but I'm searching. Got it. These. Yeah. Well, I found the LED version. Now, this is why I got LED. These are more expensive, and I didn't get these before because they're more expensive. But these have a lifetime of, let's see, 22 years. These have a lifetime of about 18 minutes. 22 years, 18 minutes. More expensive, less expensive, but you have to buy like 30 of them at a time. So we're going with these. And you know what? I'm not going to mess around about this either. I'm going to replace them all. Just screw it. I'm taking those out, putting these in. Now, I did go to the grocery store. So I keep leaning out of the picture. I'm putting stuff over there. I did go to the grocery store a while ago. And I had to do a little research because there's this company. I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. But they make frozen meals, you know, pre-prepared meals that are really look good. They've got lo mein, you know, they've got like beef lo mein, they've got shrimp lo mein, they've got chicken Alfredo, which I love. You know, they've got, I don't know what's that doing with the Chinese food, but whatever. They have beef and broccoli and all like this. And it all looks great. It's a little pricey, but it's like 2 meals worth. And it looks great. Except for one thing.
It's Daddy's Weekly Gripe. Yeah. It's Daddy's Weekly Gripe. It's Daddy's Weekly Gripe.
This company, I think, probably owns a farm covered in portobello mushrooms. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't care for mushrooms. I.e., I don't like mushrooms at all. I don't like to eat fungus. I'm funny that way. And I, just kind of put it out of my head, well, that's too bad that they decided to throw mushrooms in everything that they make. But then when I came back, I decided to get online and do some research. And I researched for a lot longer than I should have for something this dumb. But as it turns out, in America at least, only 1 in 3 people likes mushrooms. 1 in 3, 33.3333, etc. % of the population likes mushrooms. So this company, for whatever reason, has decided that they only want to sell products to 33% of the population. Because the other 33%, about 66%, math, me, forget it. They don't care for mushrooms. I've never liked them. And the funny thing is, in a lot of these dishes, I don't remember mushrooms being part of the recipe. I certainly don't in chicken Alfredo. I suppose some people do. And I don't in lo mein, unless it's, well, that's not really true either, because I have seen it in certain chicken lo mein dishes. But I mean, it's like, if they made ice cream, they'd probably put mushrooms in it. Oatmeal and mushrooms. Mushrooms to me but these are the things about mushrooms. 1, they have a lousy texture. 2, they're bland. Portobello mushrooms, I know they're a little bit, they're more flavorful, but it's a flavor of fungus as far as I'm concerned. And 3, it's an unnecessary ingredient. But again, that's just me. I'm part of the 66% of the people who don't like mushrooms. So I want to throw this out there to all of you makers of frozen foods who don't watch this channel, because if you did, I don't know, you'd be one of 116 people? So out of those 116 people that watch this channel, or subscribe, I'm pretty confident none of them work in this industry. Think about the 66% of people that don't care for mushrooms. Here's an idea. This is an idea. I've had this idea for ages. Why not put the mushrooms in a separate little package? And we can put it in if we want them. What about that idea? It wouldn't cost you much more to put them in a little cellophane bag. Actually, probably be cheap. It's the same thing like when I find a dish that's got 9 billion pounds of carrots in it. I don't care for carrots, but that makes me unusual, because most people do, but I don't. So that's just me being, the way I am. But I mean, the mushroom thing. Come on, man. Don't put mushrooms in everything. There's no need for mushrooms in everything. We can always put mushrooms in it if we want it there. That's the other thing. It's like they're presupposing what I like. We've decided you want mushrooms. Well, I don't. So don't put them in there. And that is a gripe for today. Well, that's going to be it for this episode, which is, as of this moment, 2 freaking weeks late coming out. Just too much going on, the beginning of the new year and all like that, and all the new things that are happening, what new things there are happening, and there aren't a lot of new things that are happening, but enough to keep me 2 weeks late in getting this out. So we're going to end this. Now, this is one thing I'll tell you before we go. The weather outside is getting dark and cloudy, which means we may actually get some rain. Matter of fact, means more than that, because I just heard we're due for a lot of it. And in Arizona, when you get rain, you kind of like, it's the same thing as in the summertime, in like California and so forth, where you go out in your lawn chair and you have a barbecue and all that kind of thing. We do that when it rains here because we don't get it very often. But it's coming, and I tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. I get more done when it's raining outside. Like when I'm working in the manor here doing the Haunted Mansion stuff, I get more done, you know, on a nice cloudy rainy day. But I also have a tendency to sleep longer. So if I decide in the middle of the day I'm going to lay down and take a nap, and I do, and it's raining, I don't wake up. And I wake up when it stops raining. It's just the way it works. Anyway, so in our next episode, we'll have the new stuff that I'm doing. I got a lot of new stuff going on in the Haunted Mansion thing, but I just can't wait any longer to put this out, or I would, you know, wait until after I get all that. But we're going to be doing mostly that kind of thing. The Adventureland porch, I haven't shown you, but I've actually been working on it. But now it's going to rain, so it's kind of pointless. So I'll just hold off on that. We normally don't do much Adventureland porch stuff until the spring and summer anyway. But yeah, Haunted Mansion Place, that's what we're going to work on next. So that'll be coming up in the next episode. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a great week, or several, apparently. End of line.